when something is nice, fun, and enjoyable, or perhaps fulfilling, you want to do it again and again. You want to repeat it. Or like the Baganda say, you want to do it nera. Well, let me just say, those of you that have kids or around kids, you know how they delight in monotony. If it's a song, they love it, they'll sing it again and again. If it's a cloth, they love it, they want to wear it again and again. If it's food, they love it, they want to eat it again and again. Whatever it is, if it's a game, it's a toy, they want to play with it again and again. If it's a TV program, cartoon, video, they want to watch it again and again. Now, what if it wasn't that nice? What if it wasn't that fun? What if you weren't even sure what it was? What would it take for you to do something again when you're not sure whether it was fun or not the first time or the last time you did it? Now, let me put context to this. In January 2020, I was involved in a really bad accident, almost fatal. I was in ICU, I had surgeries, and I think 4 of them. The third one wasn't necessary, but because I messed up. I damaged my inner lip, which had been put together, stitched, as soft as it is, titanium plate inside. I was told not to chew. I found myself testing my teeth. My jaw wasn't strong yet because it had been cracked. Anyway, so I had to go again. But after that, the titanium plate would have to be removed later. In June that year, the dental surgeon told me what it would take to remove that titanium plate. I would have to be taken under like I'd been before, and then they would remove the titanium plate and put me back again, and then remove me from under. By that I mean bring me back to life. That was June. It took me another 2 months before I could confirm, because he said, once you're ready, call us and we will book you in. It took me until August before I could call and book it. But all along, I was processing and wondering, do I want to go through this again? Anyway, finally I did, but not easily. It was a difficult decision. Thank God it went well, and I'm speaking well, because the surgeon was like, well, we would have done root canaling, but it's not necessary because you already have a fracture there that we want to heal, but also you're speaking fine, you're eating fine, go back, heal, and then you can chew meat again. So when I healed after August, I chewed meat again, and I don't want to get into that. We might get distracted, all right? But well, the decision was difficult. July 2023 will go down in history as a month when I chose to go beardless. Well, I came as a challenge. I wanted to have a conversation on stereotypes and prejudices, because people looked at my huge beard and thought me to be a Muslim. And they, things of that kind. But I knew that I was also prejudiced about certain people, like the Bachiga I did mention. So I wanted to have a conversation on stereotypes and prejudices. Why do we hold them? Are we allowed to hold them? Like a Christian, am I allowed to hold prejudices and stereotypes? Or should I hold one fundamental one, that all humans are co-image bearers, as in God's image, because we're created in God's image? All right, it did happen. And then when I finally did go beardless, I've had comments of people, I don't know if I like you that way. I think you look, I don't know if I like the beard, although. So we went through that. Now, I promised to go beardless for a full month. The first time I did it, it was exciting. I was looking forward to what I would look like, personally, without that beard. And yes, it was exciting. I went through it, and people saw me. My kids were like, oh. My wife was like, no way. My friends are like, I never do this again. Okay? And I did a video on that. Now, because I promised the whole month, when I saw my beard come back, I had to go back to the barbershop and shave clean. It was difficult. It was hard. I remember sitting on the barber's chair and thinking, do I have to do it? I honored my word the first time. Do I have to do it again? Do I have to honor my word again? Friends, I don't know whether you've been there, but believe me, it's one of those difficult things that you have to think through. Do I have to honor I honored my word again before. I don't have to. Did I like it the first time? Not really. Did I not like it? Not really. It's not like the worst thing that I did. It's not like the best thing that happened to me. I want my beard to grow. Honestly, I do. All right? But I had to shave it again. I had to get rid of the little that had come back. Difficult decision. But I had to overpower that struggle. And I wonder whether you have met such struggle where you have to think through, if I don't do it, what will happen? I mean, nothing. Well, maybe something will happen, but is it detrimental to my life? No. Okay, should I do, should I not? Well, I made the decision, difficult as it was, and I told the Baba, you know what? Tuchukole nera, let's do it. And we did it. And I didn't die. I didn't die. It's quite interesting that I walked away thinking, okay, I did it again. I looked at myself. I looked away from the mirror. I was like, I don't want to look like this. I think I want to have my beard. But I had to honor my word again. It's difficult to honor your word again when you've honored it. Now, I want to come at this as a Christian. You know, at True Tangazo, one of the main things we thrive on is conversations. And we are introducing something called TANGAZATIONS. It's in form of podcast, but we also have it on our YouTube channel. But TANGAZATIONS are a combination of Tangazo and conversations. We believe that these mutually enlightening conversations bring together, a roundtable of worldviews are necessary to discuss life and faith. Now, of course, I'm a Christian. So as a Christian, I believe in the word of God. I believe in the promises of God. I believe that God has done a lot according to his promises and covenant. And I mentioned last time, Jesus Christ on the cross is a gruesome, brutal way that God bears the cost of honoring your word. Now, that's not the only thing that God has done to honor his word. He continues to do so. He hasn't said, you people leave me alone. I've done enough at the cross. No. He hasn't looked at our needs. He hasn't looked at us and said, I have done a lot on the cross. I give you oxygen every day. I will not honor any other promises. No. He continues to honor his word, even when he has done so much. And so, it's difficult. Yeah. But that's what it takes. You honor your word again and again, no matter the cost. Now, I want to introduce the TANGAZATIONS. Now, this month's TANGAZATION or topic of TANGAZATION is not necessarily to do with what I've just said earlier, but I want to give you a TANGAZATION teaser that we will discuss this month. Just reflect on this, and then we can discuss the TANGAZATION for this month of August. I welcome you to the TANGAZATIONS, brought to you by True Tangazo Initiative Uganda, and I'm Raymond Bukenya, your host. I'm looking forward to your comments, your views, and your discussions on the TANGAZATION that is coming.
My atheist friends often tell me, look, with all the evil and suffering that we experience and observe in Uganda, Africa, and the world, it becomes hard to reconcile in our minds how the God Christians claim to believe is all-powerful, all-present, all-knowing, and all-loving, yet does little or nothing about all this. It's either that God is not all these things or simply does not exist. They claim to believe the latter. On the other hand, my Christian friends argue that while evil and suffering are part of the human condition, these neither hinder nor negate God. Evil, suffering, and God are not mutually exclusive. Think of stories like Joseph, the Israelites, and Job in the Old Testament. More so, at Calvary, God allowed untold suffering on his Son, Jesus Christ, to deal with evil, sin, and ultimately suffering. What's your take on evil and suffering? What's your story? My name is Raymond Bukenya, and I'm a man familiar with suffering. Join me on my TANGAZATIONS, conversations in which I seek and share enlightenment on the tough questions of life and faith. In case you have a personal experience or story of suffering which could help further these conversations or even help someone, please reach out and we could team up. These Tangazations are brought to you by True Tangazo Initiative Uganda, a ministry that exists to announce truth, awaken thought, and affirm faith in our city, region, and beyond. Thank you.